What's going on, you guys? Hey, so real quick, we are back in the air, headed to Philadelphia, and we are going to be knocking out some interviews. But what I'm going to show you today is also, or this week, is how I travel with a 3-light setup for interviews. Let's get it. Talk to you guys later. All right, y'all. So, hey, let's lock in real quick. So, just landed in Philly. One of the key things is that when you are traveling, definitely for work, such as this, I typically like to come in the day before. There are times that I may risk it, or at least, feel a little spicy and come the same day, but that is typically if I know that I have that leeway or something like that. But today I just landed in Philly. I am going to spend most of the day really just chilling for a little bit. I'll probably go explore my city, go see some of my family that lives here, but I will be back at my hotel by probably 5 o'clock because I gotta lock in. This is work, this is not leisure. So with that being said, this other thing is that whenever you are traveling, you want to travel light. You don't want to come in with a whole bunch of gear and a whole bunch of looking super flashy. That doesn't work in this line of work, because whenever you're on the plane, you don't want people to automatically assume and know what you do. And so keep in mind, looking at some of the gear in which I travel with. So for example, I'm an all black type of guy. So I run with the Nomadic as my backpack, and then the Think Tank for my roller derby. And it keeps me, it keeps me aligned. It keeps me, I would say, low key, but at the same breath, it allows me the ability to be able to roll in, roll out. I'm not having to carry 10,000 bags or anything like that. Now, the last thing, just really wanting to, oh, look at this. This is cute, y'all. That was a great experience. All right, so the last thing, whenever you're traveling in to a new city, things that I always do, I will look up where I need to be, and then from there, that's where I book my hotel. Sometimes I'll book it at the same location, but sometimes I'll be, if it's at a conference or something, of course, we'll most likely book at that hotel. But if it is not, for example, I'm just shooting a interview or doing headshots or something like that, then I will book within that city, or at least within 10 to 15 minutes from where I need to be. I personally prefer booking hotels versus booking Airbnb, simply because of the reward points that you get with some of the major credit cards that I use. So I am an American Express Platinum card holder. I also use my American Airlines Executive card. Those are my 2 go-to cards that I suggest that every business owner should have eventually. Now, also, whenever you're thinking about maybe even getting into the credit card space for your business, another thing, maybe even looking at any of the Chase business cards. They're great beginner cards that will, of course, help you fund some of the things that you're needing, as well as also as a good protection. Now, the Chase Sapphire Reserve does allow you lounge access, but that is, of course, comes with a higher fee, and it also has to be paid off every single month, which every credit card should be, but life is life, and we understand that life sometimes. So I say all of this just to say that whenever you are traveling, travel with everything that you can. Like, get your perks, get your benefits, make sure that you're saving as much money as possible. Me being a platinum holder automatically gets me gold at every Marriott, as well as also every Hilton. That, of course, means I'm not paying $6 for bottles of water. I might get a better room. Sometimes it's going to give me a few extra points. All of that matters. Why? Because there's going to be a time that you want to book a client that's in another city, but the cost of the air or the cost of the hotel space out there might be too high, and you want to make sure you're racking up enough points to be able to pretty much travel with no limits. That's the way I look at it. So with that being said, hey, I'm hungry. It's time for me to go get a Philly cheesesteak somewhere. I need to get me a Philly somewhere. I'm also probably gonna get me a pretzel, and then from there, I'm gonna go see some family, and then at that point, it's time to get to the grind. Let's get it. First stop, tacos. They slapped, they were good. There go my family right here. We been here in Philly. There you go.
Listen, man, this guy is back. It's been a long time. I feel like it's been forever.
Been a long time, but hey, we had to get some food real quick.
Yeah.
But we'll lock in later on.
He'll get his cheesesteak at some point.
But for right now, we got Rosie's Tacos. All right, you guys, so I wanted to show you guys what's in the bag, what I brought to this particular shoot. So as you know, I'm in Philadelphia. Well, let me say it like this. I'm outside of Philadelphia, but I'm in Pennsylvania. And in being here, I had to travel light, I had to travel smart. Now, this interview is a quick interview. And so I'm gonna show you just a little bit about what I brought and walk you through the equipment very briefly. So first and foremost, we have the Think Tank 40. In the Think Tank 40, as you see, we have it neatly organized. TSA went through the bag, they looked at it, they checked it, they stamped it, which is perfectly fine. Things to consider. Right in this section here, I currently have 4 tripods. I have 2 newer tripods, as well as also 2 small rig tripods. Now, C-stands are great, but these are heavy duty, but they're also light. So that means they're easy to travel with. You guys know my motto, an organized bag is a successful bag. If you know where your stuff is, guess what you don't ever have to worry about doing? Scrambling around looking for it the day of the shoot. In this section, I call this the light section. Now, I have 2 Mullis G300s, ZHIYUN, of course. And then on top of that, ZHIYUN sent me another one, which we will be trying out and working on. And this is the ZHIYUN 100 RGB. So let's just take a quick look at it. One of the cool things I like about this light is how small it is, but how powerful it is. Taking a look at it, still has a sticker on it. You have the Kanmaki ZHIYUN version of this. Now it has a couple cool features. With this, it comes with a barn door, but on top of it coming with the barn door, it has a small Pharrell as well. Super cool. Definitely appreciate ZHIYUN for sending this over. And then what makes this even better is, ta-da, battery powered. So you can pop this area off right here and you hook this battery on, and guess what? You have a bright light. And it's RGB. So this is gonna be a light that we'll be using for the hair light. I'll show you guys exactly how I plan on using it tomorrow and where I plan on using it, just to give you a good reference of how to use and how you could use this light in different situations. So for the meantime, we're gonna take this battery out so that we can charge it. Right now, it has 2 bars on it. We'll take it out, charge it, make sure that it's ready to go for tomorrow. So you see so far, that is 3 lights. Now, on top of that 3 lights, we also have, sorry, I gotta put this back. 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of those 3 lights, we have our headphones that's in the bag. We have the knuckle arm in which we're going to use to boom the audio. By the way, under the tripods is also a mic boom. We have, of course, our XLR cables. And then we have the charging cords for the ZHIYUNs, but we have 2 tripods here. You all know my travel tripods that I roll with. They are the Avelis. I took the heads off of these because adding the extra light just made this a little bit more smaller, but it's still compact friendly. And then we have, this was another feature that came with the ZHIYUN G100 or 100 RGB-X. This is the one of the modifiers that came with it. I'm able to now put a full Bowens mount on that little light if I want to soften it, do whatever I need to. Super cool. Great way to be able to shape light even in a small compact situation. And then of course we have our 2 octaboxes. This is the 90, and then we also have the 120 in here as well. We also have, of course, the boom arm that we add, well, the boom arm holder for the boom arm. And then on the top part, we have our Rode actual mic holder. And then we have another XLR to quarter 20. We have our Zoom recorder, which is the H6 Essential. And then I have another piece on here that I strap around the pole just to where I can monitor it, and I don't have to have it sitting on the floor. And here I always bring 2 mics. We have the NTG5 and also another NTG5. Yes, that's right. I have two of the same mics. You never know when you're having to interview two people, or if you're just needing a backup mic as one decides to be interesting. On top of that, we have just a couple of clamps here. I only add two in here from time to time. And then we have our microphone holders. These can be adhesives that you can add the lapel to or anything like that. Just a little foams and things of that nature. I love this accessory kit. This kit allows me to be able to put the mic in different places, or a lapel mic in different places, and keep it hidden to where you don't see those wires. And that's just a preference if you care about that. And we also have, and here is another clamp, which we can use for the H6 Essential. I typically bring a few other extra wires. This is, of course, another HDMI cable, and then we have another microphone cord there. So this is what I use when shooting executive interviews on the road traveling. This is a 3-light setup. Have plenty of power. We have two 300 watts, we have one 100 watt, as well as also we have all the necessary poles that we need or tripods that we need to be able to execute it appropriately. And then on top of that, we also have in here our long extension cable, because that always helps as well. So I hope this video helps. I know that you all have asked me on a regular basis, can I show you what's in the bag, what I travel with, how I travel, how I pack it. This is exactly how I pack it every single time. This bag is right now in rotation between my headshot bag as well as also my interview traveling bag. Probably in the next couple of weeks, we're just going to create one bag for headshots and one bag for interviews. But as you can see, if I wanted to take headshots tomorrow, I still could get busy with this set, just like this. So this is kind of a 2-in-1, 3-light interview setup and also headshot in the bag setup. Only thing we're missing here is our reflector, which you do and you don't need it. It just all depends on who it is. Now, I hope that helps. Let's keep getting busy, you guys. It is currently 7:20. I am about to head to my client's office, and we are about to get out of here. So with that being said, let's get busy. Have a great day, and let's hope for a great shoot. We're about to get it. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, hey, I am headed to my client's office this morning. And I was sitting here thinking just one of the things that I really love about being on the East Coast, and at least traveling to the East Coast, is they have the most beautiful scenery. I mean, when I tell you the scenery out here is epic, I mean, looking at the trees, looking at the greenery, it just gives me nothing but joy. But that's besides the point. All right, so let's talk about what we're doing today. So today we are doing some executive interviews. I'm doing a 3-light setup. So we're going to have a hair light, we're going to have a key light, and then also a fill light. The focus and the goal for this is just really giving them some marketing material for the company, as well as also making sure that they are fully satisfied. I've been working with this client for about 3 years now, which I'm extremely excited to know that they originally came from a bark request. Has it been 3 years? No, it hasn't been 3 years. It's been 2 years. With that being said, it's all about networking, staying connected with the people, making sure that you are fully engaged with what they're doing within their business, and then of course putting in the necessary work to get the job done. So I know one of the questions that everyone typically asks is, well, hey, how much do you get paid for this? So on this particular shoot, I charged them a half-day production rate, and that is, of course, enough to cover all of what we'll be doing. I probably will be shooting the most, probably about hour and a half. But of course, that's including setup and breakdown time as well. In that, we are also going to do some B-roll of the location, and that'll be it. And then we will deliver to them the files, and they are good to go. Other than that, that's the game plan for today. I will say, if you're going to get into the space, if you're going to be trying to travel, you of course saw you'll see a video coming out in the next day, probably right after this video, just breaking down the 3-light setup that I use and what I'm traveling with. I'm really focused right now on just trying to minimize that. So ZHIYUN sent me a 100 RGB light, RGBX light, which I will be using on this particular shoot as the hair light. And this is something that I think is extremely important, simply because it creates that depth, it creates that separation that you're always looking for. And for me particularly, I was wanting to make sure that I always have just the extra light, but I don't want another 300 watt light in the bag. I didn't want to try and figure out how to bring a 600. And so having 300 watts with that little bit of kicker always helps add what you need. Now, let's get on this road and let's get to our location. It says that we should make it there right around 7:45, which is a win for us. All right, peace, let's get it.
Contact without having to defer support to other.
I think the biggest opportunity with AI and analytics is you're getting in on don't wait for something to become big and the opportunity.
Let's take it step by step. So let's start with, give me the question again.
What does this role represent for you?
How do you feel about the role?
I'm really excited to be the wild spokesperson. Solve real world business problems. Where is the problem? My goal as the wild spokesperson is to help others, other partners, be heard and be seen.
That's it.
Good.
That's it.
I'm really excited about that partnership.
That's going to be the real all day long. I'm really excited. We'll put music behind it and everything.
The final video.
All right, so hey guys, so today we recorded on the Rode NTG5. We used the ZHIYUN 100X RGB, and the other, which was our fill light, is the ZHIYUN Molus G300. Then of course our key light was our ZHIYUN Molus G300 paired with the Octodome 120. As you see the setup, the ZHIYUN 100 RGBX was amazing just because it created a nice soft hair light right on that rim. And then of course giving us separation between this wall here. And we recorded audio with our handy dandy H6 Essential. We did our second set of audio with our Hollyland Lark 2s, and then our monitors was the Hollyland Pyro 7s. That's it. Let's keep going. There it is. That's a wrap. What we did today was an interview. I was supposed to fly out tomorrow, but instead I looked at the flight and said, hey, you know what? Let me try and get on foot today. So that's what I did. Because I had a confirmed ticket, I was able to switch my flight, didn't have to pay anything extra, and I get to get home a total of 19 hours early. Yo, that's what's critical. This is exactly how you do a 3-light interview setup, making sure that your client is extremely happy and being efficient in doing so. Yo, if you have any questions, you want to get connected, you need a interview one-on-one, or if you're just like, hey, I want to have you do some evaluations, let me know. You can go ahead and click on the link in my bio, set up a call with me. And then also we do have some guides coming out that will help with your business to where you can be more efficient. If there's any questions or another video you want to see, let me know, you guys. Let's keep getting to the bag. Let's stay on that corporate hunt. Peace.